Here is Rocky again. He is a Scottish straight cat, and he's going to be turning 1 in a couple months. This is our main bookshelf. We have most of our books here. We do have 2 other bookshelves. One of them has mainly just children's literature books, and the other one is my son's, and he has all his Star Wars books in that one. So on top, there's just some books of mine that I've read in the past, or some I still have to read. And then some of these also are my husband's books. And then here we have my Raggedy Anns, and behind them we have Peter Rabbit, The Wizard of Oz, The Chronicles of Narnia, The Lord of the Rings. This is The Hobbit, and then this is our My Book House collection. These are more of my books. And these are children's literature books. These are just some. Most of our literature books are in our other bookshelf. But these are the other Tum Tum books that we have. So these 2 are hardcover. And each of these, there's 3 stories in one book. That's why they're a lot bigger. But they do sell them individual paperbacks as well. And here are some of our Bibles, and this is my other set of Raggedy Anns. Down here we have some of our science books. We've just collected over the years. Some we've bought used. We have a lot of master books here too. We have Apologia. This one was scheduled with one of the Heart of Dakota guides, and then my son just wanted to have the rest, so we bought them. And we've had this one for a long time. He's really into astronomy, so anything that has to do with astronomy, we always have to get. So, for example, there's these here. This one I bought from Master Books, and it has the teacher guide just in case we ever want to include it in our curriculum. These are the Berean Builders. We only have 3 so far, but I do want to get the rest. I really like these. I like how they tell you some of the history of the science. Like this is Science in the Ancient World, so it'll tell you about some of the scientists back then. And I just really like the way that the author just did these. So we don't use many textbooks here, but the ones that we do have, like for example these, we usually just use them like reference books, and we have them just in case. But we have not used them yet as our main science curriculum. And then we have these here are from Master Books, and we're going to be using these as our health curriculum, because in the state that we live in, we are required to teach health. So that's what we're going to be using these for. In this shelf I have all of like my Charlotte Mason books. Let's see, and some other ones, for example, Honey for a Child's Heart. So all those kinds of books I have here. This is a really good one that I recommend for every homeschool mother. I probably should reread it again this summer. It's very refreshing. I don't know, it's a really good book to read. This book here I use a lot. I use it when I'm trying to research curriculum. I do go on YouTube and look at curriculum there that other mothers are using, but this book to me is very helpful. I use it a lot, along with this one here. This has been super helpful for us in our homeschool journey. Any question that you may have regarding homeschooling, well, in California at least, you can find it in this book. And like basically like what the state requires, the law. And in the back, it has forms that you can photocopy to use for your records, which I have been using so far. I highly recommend this one too. This is the book that I use to make, they're called word walls, the ones I showed earlier that we use. So I just bought this used at our local library. But, so these are the pages and you just make a copy. Oops. So you photocopy them, and then on this side it tells you how to decorate it and all that. So it's very simple. This was a really good find, I think. Here we have our Shakespeare books. We have some of our art books. These we haven't used yet, but we're going to be using these when we're studying the Renaissance and the Middle Ages. We just finished reading the Greek myths. We also have our composers. We have our poetry books, drawing, our artists. All these are books on artists right here. This shelf we have encyclopedias, dictionaries, atlas, so different things like that. We also have, this is science books from Master Books. My kids love bugs, so those were perfect for them. Under that we have, so this is where I have all of our Heart of Dakota. So let's see. First we have the preschool guide, which is way back here. And then some of the books that were used with that guide. But I also have other books that are good for like preschool or kindergarten age. Those are all right here. So I need to organize this and make room to move our Heart of Dakota kindergarten books that we just completed this last year. I need to make room for those here. And then this one is the Beyond Little Hearts for His Glory. So this is all the books that come with that guide and some extras. So this is the Charlotte Mason Math. These are other readers that I purchased separately, and this one about your body, and we have some other extra stuff. But from like here on are all the books that come with that package. And here is the Bigger Hearts for His Glory guide, and all of the books that come with that package, plus some extras. So again, starting from here, or actually these did come with the Heart of Dakota package, but this math book did not, and then these here did not either. And this has Preparing Hearts for His Glory guide, and all the books that came with this guide, plus some extra. You Are What You Eat, that was not included in the Heart of Dakota package. And let's see, these here, I think this was part of their extension package, if I remember correctly. But I also need to make room to bring over our Creation to Christ books that we just finished. So I need to make room in here somehow. This section is Heart of Dakota. This is the one after Creation to Christ, which is Resurrection to Reformation. So we have not used these yet. These are all brand new. This does not go with the package, but so this was the package that we were planning on using this coming school year, but we had a change of plans. So we're gonna save these not for this coming school year, but for the following one, and then we'll continue right off where we left off. So right here in this shelf we have all our nature books and some science books, but mainly have to do with nature. So this shelf just has random books. You could see some master books. We have the circumference books. These are all different math adventures, and we actually have all of them. And I believe this one here, it has like some projects you could do along with the books that you read. This is the My Father's World language lessons for today. These are math facts. So far we have done these two, the addition and subtraction. They're a lot thinner than the division and multiplication. So what these are is you just play a bunch of different games with the kids so they can memorize their math facts. Then we have our Latin and just some extra books there too. This shelf also has like just random books. A lot of these right here are from Heart of Dakota, and then the other ones are just books that we have bought throughout the years. In this bottom shelf, my son has all the like dinosaur related books that we have. A lot of these are from master books. And then in the corner here, besides this one, we have the Thornton Burgess books, and as you can see, we have lots of those. My kids really like these, and so do I. So every book we can find of his, we just buy. This is a great devotional for any kid that's a dinosaur lover. I wasn't sure of it, but my son loved it, and after buying it and I was looking over it, it is a great devotional that I would recommend. It's really cute, and my son he read this so fast. So that's a good one. In this shelf, we just have different books, also random books. So we do have some books on the United States of America. And then we also have some books on the California missions. And this is something that we're going to be learning about in this coming school year. And then the last two shelves are our holiday books. This one here has all our Christmas books. And this one has the rest of the holidays, so like Easter, 4th of July, just all the other holidays. Here at the end, those are not holiday books. Those came with a different curriculum that we bought a long time ago. I think it was 5 in a row. Those are those books right there. This book is an older book, but it's full of ideas to do with your family for different holidays, special days. It's just great. I'm always pulling this to find new ideas, to make new memories with our family. This one is a good one to read during Easter time. It reminds me kind of like an Advent book that you would do during Christmas time, but this one is to do during Easter. And that is it. So this is our main bookshelf with all of our books, well, most of our books. So we have more in a different bookshelf. This is our other bookshelf where we have a lot of the children's literature. So here you can see we just have different types of books. Green Embers. My husband has been reading these at bedtime with the kids and they love those. We have Growly books. These are great also. And we just have all kinds of different books. As you can see, we have lots of books, but a lot of these we buy used from the library, so we get them very inexpensive. Boxcar Children. These are our readers, so like when they're learning to read, these are little easy books that I used with my oldest when he was learning how to read. We have a bunch of different kids' Bibles and storybooks. we love Winnie the Pooh, so this was like a really good find. It has actual photographs of the places of where the Winnie the Pooh stories take place. This is one of, there's a whole series of these, and they look great. We only have this one so far, but I do plan on buying the rest. These are like history stories, history books. And as you can see, there's all these animals in the stories, and we haven't read it yet, but we're planning on reading that maybe this next school year. More Narnia books. Our little house books. One is missing because I pulled it as one of the books for my son to read this coming next year. We've already read the first one. We read Farmer Boy, so he would be reading the third one. And just a bunch of stories. And we love books here in our home, and our shelves are full, but we love it. This is Gracie. This is our Scottish Fold. She is about 1.5 years old, and she was our first cat before we got Rocky. Hi, Gracie. Hi.